Hey, hey, ooh, 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 hey, hey. I thought you were going to sing with me. What happened? We planned that you were going to sing with me.
Wait, we planned that?
I did. Why didn't you join? Seriously, why didn't you join?
I didn't know we planned that.
I told you.
No, you didn't.
We have this telepathic connection.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, I sent you a message through my brain to your brain. How come you didn't get it?
Oh.
See, what's crazy is next week's topic. We're going to be talking about this, but we'll tell you more about that at the end. So thank you for joining us. Happy Memorial Day, one day early. So happy Memorial Day weekend. We definitely want to say thank you to anybody who has worn a uniform or currently wearing a uniform or has worn a uniform, who has supported us or served us or helped us out in any capacity. This weekend is for you.
Thank you
and
so
all
much
the friends and
for your service and fighting so that we can live in a free country.
We are grateful, eternally grateful. So,
recap.
Ooh. Okay, so recap is, hey, Lacey, how's it going? Thanks for joining us. All right, so recap. Last week we talked about Healthy Living Part 1, and it was about healthy eating and eating on the go and how do you do it all. And so we covered a ton of amazing things, but just to give you the quick down and dirty, we talked about some of the key foundations where it was mindset and planning ahead, and so much more. So if you didn't catch part 1, make sure you go back. I don't know. How about your turn?
What was in that salad?
It was a superfood salad.
Oh, really? Super something salad. Guys, if you're watching live, let us know. If you're watching the replay, let us know.
Drop one of these if you can.
Like, none of this is scripted.
Continue to like, share, comment.
Oh yeah, I'm
especially
sorry.
If you're having fun.
I was totally thrown off from the impromptu. Yes, like, share. If we say something you like, love, or laugh at, hit us with one of the emojis. Keep
anyone
it coming.
You choose,
because
even if it's like the face plant one.
No, like the little emojis that pop up on the screen when they're
like the hearts and stuff. Gives us lots of hearts.
Yeah, no, we don't want a face plant. We want hearts and likes and laughs. We'll probably be giving a lot of laughs this show.
Oh
my gosh.
So last week we said that, as we promised you, we have an event launch that we will be sharing with you, and it's the Healthy and Happy Reboot event. So we are super excited. This will be starting June 11th. June 11th.
That's like the weekend before Father's Day, right?
It is. It is a very powerful Monday before Father's Day. That's when it's kicking off, but guess what? We'll tell you more details at the end. So
you gotta stay tuned. You gotta stay tuned.
I guess I'll be singing a lot this one.
I guess you will be.
Ooh. Hey, Carrie. She said, hi, Liz. I'm throwing him off so much. He didn't even know what to do with himself. Oh, all right. So now into the show. Healthy Living Part 2, Superfoods. What are they and why do you need them? So what the HE double hockey sticks is a superfood, Jay?
Superfood is basically a nutrient-dense food, mostly plant, but it's not only plants. There's like fish and grains, salmon, whole grains, like none of that. What's the fake synthetic processed crap?
So it's like real food.
Yeah, real
that has
grains.
Tons of nutrients and vitamins and antioxidants and
good stuff,
good fats and healthy enzymes and bam. I mean, it's like, I don't want to give away something else we're talking about later. We'll talk about like why it's so amazing. I am like hyper today.
All right, so yes, that's what a superfood is.
We just got a face plant. Ooh, thank you, Lacey. Okay, so that's what a superfood is. And you know what's crazy is I bet that you're eating superfoods right now and you don't even realize it.
Like what?
Like almonds and blueberries.
I like blueberries.
And avocado. and salmon
Okay, I like salmon.
and like cinnamon.
Okay,
You know, I actually forget about cinnamon being a superfood and there's so many things that you can put cinnamon on.
I actually forget about all that stuff being a superfood.
Isn't superfood like this marketing term?
I actually read that, yes, there's actually no superfood food category, and people are using it as a marketing term. I forget the reason, but it's I don't want to say controversy about that, but it's like the term super, it's not really a super food per se or super food group, but I think the benefits that they do give you make it kind of like extraordinary and super to an extent.
So who cares if it's a marketing term? That's what I say.
I
When
mean,
you told me about that article, I was like, so who cares? I mean, it's just a great way to lump a ton of foods that are just power packed.
and think about it. I mean, even if it's marketing, whatever it is, it's bringing awareness to these foods, which is pretty awesome and amazing.
So a couple other ones, since we got sidetracked there. Broccoli, Jay's favorite.
I do like broccoli.
Yeah, which is crazy. He likes broccoli.
It's also high in fiber.
It is. And you got sweet potatoes.
Okay.
He can do sweet potatoes.
Depending on how they're done.
Kale,
And
flax seeds.
yeah, those are interesting. I think those are kind of like on the fence superfoods, because I think the more healthier person would know about kale and flax seeds, but your regular Jay and Jen, John and Jane, whatever, really wouldn't see those as a superfood. But now you guys know kale and flaxseed.
I mean,
And actually, it's not the seed. If you do flaxseed, you want to get the ground seed so your body processes that better, because you really don't process and digest the seeds.
cool tip.
I'm full of them.
Well, thank goodness. Thank goodness you're part of my crew and part of your crew. Was that cheesy?
A little bit.
Sorry. All right. So these are superfoods that you're probably currently eating, and maybe you are, maybe you aren't, but just be aware that these foods are power packed. They're going to help you reduce inflammation, help you to manage cravings, help you to look and feel younger. So we have some ones that we want to share today, because there are some that you may not have heard of, and some that we've come to really appreciate here recently.
And actually use on a daily basis.
We do. Believe it or not, you're going to be shocked when we tell you what they are. One of them, and I was shocked when I heard this was even a superfood. Do you want to unveil it, or do you want me to?
Rice
Bran.
solubles.
Yes.
I'm glad you slipped the brand in there, because I forgot.
Yeah, rice bran solubles. We were actually pretty shocked and amazed that this was a superfood, because this is the most nutrient dense part of rice. He's speechless.
I don't believe it.
It's the most potent nutrient dense part of rice, because basically when I was reading about this, I'm going to have to look at my notes, because there are so many things in rice bran solubles. You've got vitamins, minerals, amino acids, omega-3, 6, 9, fiber, protein, antioxidants. There is so much packed in rice bran solubles. And the thing that I learned as well is rice bran solubles for many years was like the discarded part of rice when it's got all of these amazing nutrients in it. It really just comes down to finding a stable resource.
We could totally geek out on
Yeah,
that.
sorry.
I actually want to geek out on that, but we'll have to do that later.
Or if you want to geek out with us, you can geek out with us in the Healthy Hollastic group, which is our private Facebook group.
You got to drop your email address, and you got to answer questions before we approve you.
That's okay. It's all fun.
So you just can't hop in the group.
Well, you can.
No, you can't.
Will you hop in with the questions answered?
Okay, I'm a
Gosh,
gatekeeper.
he's a stickler. He is.
I'm a gatekeeper. But that's super interesting, because you think rice, especially white rice, bleached rice, you're like, ooh, how can something like that have such a health potential? But it's the most potent.
That's so nice.
Echo just said that's so nice.
And I'll try my best to help.
Echo, cancel. Why does she talk to us when we don't want to talk to her? Go ahead, continue. She said that's so nice.
So yeah, I mean, and you think like this is the most potent part, and it has all these benefits in it, which is like truly mind blowing.
Well, and with rice bran solubles, so I'll stop. So David Ray, he's on.
You're not watching the game?
Oh, he's watching both.
Oh, okay. Multitasking. I dig it.
I'm assuming he's watching both.
Oh, okay. Well, she saved you.
Yeah,
go with her answer.
Hope you don't mind. So rice bran solubles, why are they important? I mean, we went a little geeky on it, but it helps lower cholesterol. If anything, it can help keep you fuller longer. So basically, it just helps give you that satiety. Did I say it helps keep you full?
Okay.
I want to be special. It fights free radicals. It enhances your immune system. It can help fight diseases.
There has been no drinking during
I
the
swear,
show.
I haven't drank in like over 20 days.
So, since it's the most potent part of the rice, I'm guessing you just can't go to a store and get this.
Well, I would think that it is possible. However, you need to choose and pick the right resources and make sure it's coming from a quality resource. I'm stumped on this one because I feel like I need to do more research unless you were trying to tee me up for answer you already had.
Not today.
Not today.
Not today. If that's something you guys want to know, let us know, and we'll definitely do the research and let you guys know.
I mean, I know that we have access to one that does come from a stable resource.
Let's continue.
Okay. Anyways, we'll tell you more about that later. So, rice bran solubles. Ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I think they're ready for the next one.
I'm so goofy today. I should have meditated before this. Wheatgrass is the second one. And the thing about wheatgrass is how many of you, whether you're live or you're watching the replay, how many of you have gone to a health food store, a juicing place, and ordered a shot of wheatgrass?
Can I get like a shot of wheatgrass? Yeah.
Any of you?
Yeah.
Any of you?
Yeah.
I know I've heard of it and I've seen people order it, but I've been intimidated to get wheatgrass.
I've seen people eat it.
Eat it raw?
Yep, eat it raw.
So I'm curious, how many of you, if you have, put the little emoji with the hand up, or put I have if you don't have access to the emojis. Anybody?
Nobody?
Nobody?
Where do you guys hang out?
I go to all the juicing bars, so I see all the fancy.
They're they don't have wheatgrass at Starbucks.
Carrie has.
Okay.
So here's the thing with wheatgrass. I haven't tasted it, but to be completely honest, I have been a little bit scared to take a wheatgrass shot because of what it may taste like. I mean, I can only imagine. I've done different programs. I've done different programs where, I had to drink some kind of earthy, greeny, whatever, and I had to hold my nose and choke it down.
It tastes like dirt.
It tasted like grass, hence wheatgrass. I mean, seriously, it did. And that's the purpose of it. But you have to hold your nose sometimes. I'm
just imagining people well, why would I buy wheatgrass when I can just go in my backyard and get some grass and throw it in a blender?
Right. Carrie said it was gross. Right. I mean, but here's the thing. Even though it's gross and even though it smells weird and even though it's why in the heck am I eating or drinking wheatgrass? The thing is wheatgrass is actually super, super packed. I mean, it's an amazing superfood. I mean, the more I read about it, the more I was I want more wheatgrass in my life, which is crazy. Now, I won't drink it straight up because that's a little too extreme for me. However, it's got vitamins and minerals. It's got antioxidants. It gives you a burst of energy, which is why a lot of people will drink it in the morning. I didn't have it before.
Are you sure you didn't have a shot of wheatgrass before the show?
Yes, I might as well claim it. So, it helps promote healthy metabolism.
That's a good thing.
Which is good. And it reduces inflammation. So there's so much that it does for you. And here's the thing. When you are drinking wheatgrass or choosing to consume wheatgrass, the best way in order of access is to actually get the wheatgrass. The second best way is to have the wheatgrass shot. And then the third best way is to have it in a powder form. All of them will still give you the same benefits, But just like anything else, if you can get a live, that would be the best. But I don't have $6 a day or $7 or $8 or however much the wheatgrass shots are in your area.
And they're pretty expensive.
To buy one every single day or every other day or a couple times a week. I don't choose to spend my money that way. I guess I do have that money. That's we could do a whole nother live on that. Like the words that you say and how you use them.
Yes,
I don't have the money. Well, that's not true. I do have the money. I'm just not choosing to spend it that way. Yeah. Oh, we could do a whole nother one on that. But with wheatgrass, Jay and I actually drink it every day, but not in the way you would think. Are you too shy to admit it?
No, we drink it.
Okay, cool. So the third one, and you guys are going to just fall off of your seats for this third one.
I hope not, because I did.
Jay did, is spirulina. Spirulina is actually the most nutrient-dense superfood on the planet. And what's crazy is when I was looking it up.
It's algae.
It's algae. It's a blue-green algae. But it also is known as pond scum. I bet you can't wait to go get some spirulina right now. I mean, what the heck? However, spirulina has so much in it that even though it's pond scum, I want some pond scum in my life right now.
We got people like, I'm really rethinking this whole holistic life thing right now.
I don't know if I really want to drink pond scum and grass and, these rice soluble things. Like, what is all this,
gosh.
right? It seems crazy. But the thing is it's got protein. Spirulina has protein in it. And protein with essential amino acids and some of the ones that are very difficult to find in everyday food.
Right.
I mean, that's the amazing thing about it.
Getting good aminos, period, is honestly a challenge.
And getting the full spectrum.
Yeah.
I mean, so the fact that it has protein in it and that it has vitamin B1, iron, calcium. I mean, the things that spirulina does for you is it helps detox your body of the heavy metals. I mean, there is so much disease that is out there that's caused by heavy metals and caused by processed foods. And I'm trying to think what else, like my mind is drawing a blank. I mean, just like a sedentary lifestyle.
Synthetic foods, processed
foods, man-made foods, some
sedentary
GMOs.
living.
So it detoxes your body from heavy metals. It lowers your blood pressure. It helps boost your energy. And it helps speed up weight loss. And not because you're throwing it up because you drank it and it tasted like pond scum. So you also have to find ways to integrate these into your life where they don't taste like pond scum. I'm dead serious. And these three things that we're sharing with you, Jay and I consume on a daily basis, believe it or not.
You never know what you'll get on our live show, people.
You didn't think you were coming for pond scum. So there's 3 superfoods that we really wanted to bless into your life to tell you more about, because it's all about education and finding out more and learning about superfoods and learning about what they can do for your body. Because even though they may seem scary or they may seem potentially disgusting, there are health benefits behind eating and consuming a certain way. And I'll tell you this is what I have found in eating healthy and living a healthier lifestyle is a lot of people say, oh my God, it tastes like crap. I'm not talking about the ones we just talked about. I'm talking about eating healthy. Like, so I was just playing softball last week and I was eating some like nuts and seeds and everybody was like, oh my God, that looks like bird food. And while I laughed because it didn't taste bad. But the whole idea is that if you eat healthy, it tastes like crap.
Right.
And it doesn't have to.
Right.
It's a matter of how you prepare it and how you, if you use like an Instant Pot or sous vide or, just different methods to be able to cook things and make them taste good, you can eat really healthy. I
think it's too, and I know I say this a lot, is like how we've been conditioned and how stuff is presented, how things are, depending on the lifestyle you're trying to aim for. Some people see the figure models or the bodybuilders or these people who are in the gym a lot who are super lean, and they're like, well, I have boiled chicken and broccoli, that's all I eat. Well, you have to these people, eating like this for a particular reason. And I mean, if you see these individuals, I mean, they basically live in the gym and this is what they eat, you know, the bland chicken, the broccoli and the rice. But if you're not trying to get first place in a fitness competition, you can still eat healthy, enjoy your food, and it still be clean. When we did the Whole30, first time, we did it more than once. I was totally, I'm not gonna say against, but
resistant.
I was very resistant the first time because I thought I can't have this, I can't have that, or whatever, and you know, foods are gonna suck. But we ate very well during those 30 days, very, very well. So I think if you present people with a model of possibilities, you know, it's very possible. We've had our lunch today was, Jen said it was like from a 5-star restaurant, or it could have been. I mean, it was good. It was good. But you know, you don't have to sacrifice taste for living a healthy life.
It's just making different decisions and choices. And, you know, to bring it back to the superfood conversation, we were chatting earlier and I was like, man, you know, like, can I just eat superfoods all day long?
No.
And yes.
Yes and no.
Because you can work them in.
You can. Okay, that's different. Yes,
you can work them in and eat superfoods all day.
You can work them in, but you know, as with anything else, consuming one thing, like you need a balance. And if you've watched a couple of episodes, again, I was talking about counterbalance, but this is food. You can balance out food. It's a totally different thing. Don't worry about it. But it's you have to balance. Like if you're on a crappy diet now, if you eat a ton of, I don't know, insert your favorite or your friend's favorite fast food restaurant here, and you think, oh, if you know I eat a few things of cinnamon or coconut or blueberries, I'll be fine. No, it's you have to balance it out with other things. That's why they call it a balanced nutrition base, just like anything. Like you can't work out what is it? You can't
outwork a bad diet.
Yes, you can't outwork a bad diet. Same thing. Just because you're eating crap and you throw in these superfoods here and there, you can't. It has to be a balance of nutrition, balance of physical activity, balance of mental clarity. I was gonna say stability, but clarity. So yes and no. You can add more superfoods into your nutrition, but you have to balance it all out. It's all about balance.
Well, and I think too, it's like, oh wow, I really like blueberries, or I really like avocado, or whatever it is. I mean, you really shouldn't have blueberries and avocados all day long.
Right.
I mean, it's like too much of a good thing is not good. Right? You can't have and overdo it, you know. Oh my God, salmon, I'm going to eat 4 pieces and make up for the whole cake I ate for breakfast. And it doesn't work that way. And that's where he was saying, you know, it's not counterbalance when it comes to what you're putting in your mouth and in your body.
Right.
It's the balance of what you're doing. So incorporating more superfoods in and finding ways to get more greens, finding ways to get more of these power-packed punches into your life is really good. And if you followed us before, where do we put the portion guide? Was that on the page or was that in the group?
The portion guide is on the page.
On the page. So go to the Hollastic Life with J&J and look for our portion guide. It gives you an idea of if you're a male or female, you know, how much healthy fat. So that way you know if you're going to eat some almonds, how much would be appropriate for male or female.
And it's super simple. It's super simple. You can do this anywhere if you're doing it on the go and you're like, depending on the restaurant, you know, some restaurants give you a large portion of food and you can easily say, wow, you can look at your plate and be like, you know, do these little things that's described in this infogram. So it's an infogram. And
it's using your hands. It's using something you already have with you. So you don't have to take like measuring cups.
Right.
Like measure out a cup of rice.
You don't have to ask the waiter how many calories or whatever. You simply look at your plate, look at what's on the plate, and be like, okay, boom, boom, boom. Simple as that. And you basically know what you're eating, or you have a good gauge. And that's something you can master easily with little practice.
Right.
With little practice.
And Josiah says, much love. Hi, Josiah. Mahala. So, synthetic versus real.
Okay.
We talked about this too, because when you're talking about superfoods, it's very easy to go in, and we talked about this last week, you know, when you go into the health food store.
Right.
Just because you're in a health food store doesn't mean everything's healthy for you.
Correct.
And so when you go to the supplement aisle and you're looking like, oh yeah, let me get all of these things that Jenny and Jay talked about. I need to get more iron, and I need to get more vitamin A and C, and I need to get all of these antioxidants and all these things. And you look, just keep in mind there is a big difference between synthetic and real. And I'm not just talking about like pill form or food form. That is one aspect of it. But the thing is when it comes to synthetic foods being put in your body, or synthetic things being put in your body, it's like your body identifies them as toxins and will fight those toxins in your body. And so then you'll start to see signs of lethargy and signs of not feeling good and bloated, etc. And two, you said it really well earlier when we were chatting about synthetic versus real.
What did I say?
How come I am the brilliant one and you are not brilliant today?
Hey, man.
I'm just kidding. You're really brilliant.
I'm here to look cute.
He's really cute. No, but we were talking about, you know, when you're looking at, it's like it comes down to the company. Do you trust them, whoever's making the supplements? Because it's okay to have supplements, but you need to make sure they come from a good quality source.
Right.
And make sure that they are like high vibrancy type things. But like a big example, should I get the vitamin C? You just want to chat about it overall?
Let's just chat about it.
So basically, I mean, when you go to the store and you look for vitamin C, I mean, there's all these different variations and all this different crap of vitamin C, and none of it is even real. Right. So it's like getting vitamin C from a real, authentic food source.
Right.
And if it isn't a supplement, it's okay, but it's got to come from like a real source.
And you'll know, like, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious acid, it's not gonna be real. So like, wow. Since
Mary Poppins,
she wasn't real either.
Oh wow.
Synthetic, I mean, you can tell. And once again, this is a thing where you have to be a little more diligent with reading the labels. You know, that stuff is very important. So as you can go to a supplement aisle, a lot of that stuff isn't approved. FDA approved or whatever. I mean, you know.
Well, it's a very unregulated industry.
That's what I was looking. The word unregulated. Thank you. Not approved, but unregulated industry.
So it comes down to the company and trusting in the company and their processes.
Right. So you got to read the labels, and I mean, we have smartphones with us. So if there's an ingredient that you're not sure about, look it up. I mean, you have the thing right there, so look it up. But stuff like that is very, very important. That's going to determine how much your body processes that particular thing. Like, you could go to a store, you could grab a juice, let's say a juice, for example, that says a real vitamin E, C, D, E, you know, in here, and look at the label and look at something else. Like, I should know this, don't quote me, but I think broccoli has either vitamin E or K or one of those.
I think it's K.
One of those essential vitamins in it, and that's raw food, you know? So you would see that and actually read the actual name of the vitamin K and be like, oh, what is this? And you would probably choose the one that said vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, or whatever, not knowing that the other one had more nutrient dense value than what you picked up. So you have to be a little diligent, guys. You gotta do a little work.
Well, and you know, one of the other things when we're talking about superfoods and real foods is just like the thing that I guarantee you have experienced is coming off of our 10-day reboots. You know, we were eating and putting real food and putting clean food into our body and fueling it with greens. And I was full. And even coming off that, I was eating some really good, like healthy meals with like vegetables and superfoods, etc. And I can't help but want some tortilla chips, or I can't help but want something like that.
It's life.
And so I go and eat them, and then you eat them, and then you like crunching, and you feel like crunching, but then you're still hungry, and then you're eating more. So it's like the superfoods and the real foods and anything that's going to be nutrient dense and from the earth and, you know, delicious like that and organic and whatever, right? All those things keep you full longer. The nutrients go in your body and your body's like, I have exactly what I need.
Right.
And unfortunately, when you eat tortilla chips or whatever, it doesn't really give that fullness. Like you may feel full, but then you're hungry. Like it's like this weird dichotomy there where it's like, you're full, but you're not, you are. And that's life. And I'm not saying you have to just only eat.
Well, if you think about it, it's we're all about living a sustainable life. So you're gonna have, you know, chips, whatever your vice is, but you don't have to go overboard. But if you think of those things, when we talk about stuff like being nutrient dense or whatever, like a bag of tortilla chips or whatever, those don't have a lot of nutrients in them. So your body's going to burn through that, which is going to leave you hungry, you know, or you have, you know, sweets, which is my vice, and sugar. Some people may agree, not agree, whatever. Sugar is very, very addictive. So you get sugar, then you want more sugar, you know? So
it's a cycle.
Yeah, it's a continuous, but like she said, if you have something that's nutrient dense, that's going to get in your system and have you satisfied for longer. I mean, because the caloric deficit is better, the nutrient density is better, and it's just not like empty calories and just, you know, something thrown together in a lab, where the whole goal is for you to buy and consume more. Right.
So, I mean, we've covered a lot today, and we've really talked about a lot about superfoods and why they're important. And really the bottom line about why they're important is because overall superfoods help you to feel better, have more energy. They help you to, like with the aging process, because a lot of superfoods have a lot of antioxidants in them, and they help fight free radicals. They help, you know, trim down the weight.
I'm going to be 24 forever.
He is. Like he has free radicals in his skin or something. I don't know. Or antioxidants. You don't have free radicals. If you have antioxidants all over your skin, it's perfect. Everybody thinks he's like 24, so I'm not even going to tell you how old he really is. He's 25. So
nice one.
I pulled me a really what is it called? I'm a cougar.
Oh my God.
So basically the superfoods, I mean, it's just really just being aware of what they are and trying to incorporate more of them into your life. And one of the ways that you can do it is being aware and learning. And thank you for joining this live with us. After the show,
it's the after party. Sorry.
We could have an after party because it's Sunday night. I don't have to work tomorrow. Do you have to work?
No.
No. Do you have to work?
But I probably will.
I hope not. So tomorrow, or after the show, we're going to post more details in the Healthy Hollastic group about superfoods. So if there's anything you want to know more about,
ask us,
and we'll give you more information. We don't want to geek out on the live. And the awaited event.
She's super excited.
I am. I'm so excited. So June 11th, we are launching the Healthy and Happy Reboot event. So we want to invite you to join us on this journey. And actually, so the 3 superfoods we talked about today, which were
pond scum.
Hey, spirulina.
Backyard grass.
Wheatgrass.
And the rice brain solubles.
Yes, those 3. We drink them every day. We consume them every day. So we can show you how to incorporate that as well. So basically, if you're feeling bloated, lethargic, sluggish, brain fog, you're just feeling like you need a reset, like you really just want like a reset and you want like to spring forward from there, then my dog says, come join us and be a part of our Healthy and Happy Reboot.
That's exactly
Post below if you're interested in being invited to this event. And we actually on Wednesday, I believe at 9:00 Eastern, in the event, on the event page, we'll be having a special guest there who is a holistic wellness practitioner, and she will be sharing some of the benefits of why you should reboot, how often, what are some things that you can prepare for. So Wednesday night is when that's going to happen. Keep an eye out for the details. We'll put all the rest of the details in the event page. So if you do want to be a part of it, we're inviting you to join us on this journey on the 11th of June.
June 11th.
June 11th. I got him to sing. Seriously, I started off singing and you joined.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, so Carrie will make sure we invite you to the reboot event. And guess what's on for next week? We are taking a pause from all the food talk, and we're going to talk more about intimate relationships.
Wait, not that intimate.
Oh, no. But can I give you a kiss anyway? No. Next week, we're going to be talking about relationships and how to find fun together and apart. We're going to be talking a ton about this next week. It's going to be fun. So if you're in a relationship, not in a relationship, just started, or been in a relationship for many, many years.
Or you need to know what to do before you get into a relationship.
Send us your questions, and we will be honored to bring them into the show and talk about them. And other than that, do you have anything else? The biking?
Oh, yes. Next week, Friday.
Friday's the first.
Yeah, Friday is the first.
Yes.
Great Cycle Challenge. We are biking 100 miles.
Or more.
It's going to be more than 100 miles. But we've committed to 100 miles in the month of June to fight kids' cancers. There's still time to donate. It goes to a worthy cause. If you follow me on my page, our picture was actually on the billboard in Times Square on Wednesday.
Did you see it?
That was pretty dope.
It was cool.
So I kind of wish I was there, but that was super, super exciting. So if you feel, donate to the cause. Healthy, not healthy, but very, very worthy cause. Looking forward to it. So yeah, that's it.
That's it, guys. So thanks for joining us today. If you joined us live, thank you. Happy Memorial Day weekend. If you joined us on the replay, thank you for catching us on the replay. Hold on, my finger wasn't working. Until next time. Mahala. Wait, okay.